welcome. It's a domain day for cheapwinefinder.com. With kind of the start of our holiday party season with a wine, an upscale wine. And there's a story to be had behind this on what to be looking for this holiday season when you purchase wine. What I've got today is the G.H. Mumm Brut Grand Cordon Rosé Champagne. It's normally, see on the internet, I saw it for like $50 to $65. This is not a wine that, Cheap Wine Finder would be doing. Normally we would try to find something from California or maybe from different parts of France where the prices aren't so high. But this was at one of the largest wine chains in Chicago area and beyond, $25. The Grand Cordon Brut, not the Rosé, was $50. This is the companion. It's the same house style wine. Only this is the Rosé, and Mumm's is known for their Rosé, their Pinot Noir. This might be the more desirable bottle, and it's half price champagne. It's like my luckiest day. And here's something: wine sales are off by 8%. And all these wine shops out there are going to go, we need to try to make that up in the last month about the last month. There's only about a week to go before we hit December. And you're going to find sales. You're going to find wines that you're going to go, so follow their flyers, follow your local shop's internet. And you're going to see wines that if you're not even thinking about buying it, it's at a price you have to buy it at. I mean, you're going to go, I'm going to go in for that. And that's what they want. They want you to go in and you buy one and the price is so good. Maybe we should buy two. And they're going to try to make up that 8% this holiday season because, the last thing they want after New Year's Eve is over, they don't want any wine in their warehouse. They want to sell it all off as much as possible, and having 10% more isn't good. So what is this G.H. Mumm Brut Grand Cordon Rosé Champagne all about? First of all, the Grand Cordon is a red ribbon or a slash that is awarded to the highest quality champagnes. And the bottle has this red ribbon across it, and for the length of the bottle, it's an indentation. It is really classy looking. You want to show off. You put your thumb in there and you go, oh my, that's really nice. I mean, just the presentation, simple but effective. And what this is mostly Pinot Noir, and a lot of it is from Grand Cru Champagne vineyards. And then you got Pinot Meunier. And Pinot Meunier is one of the three grapes. It's a red grape, and then followed by Chardonnay. So a Blanc de Blanc wine is white from white. That's a Chardonnay wine. A Blanc de Noir is a red-based one, and that could be Pinot Noir and Pinot Meunier. So what's a rosé? Champagne has white juice. Pinot Meunier has white juice, so they just pull the skins out of that, and it's white, and that's why champagne looks like a white wine. But Pinot Noir has color to it. So what they do is they pull the skins like they would for many Pinot Noir, because a Blanc de Noir is a white wine from red grapes. But they also ferment about 15% of the Pinot Noir on skins, which gives it tannins and that type of thing. But they don't want too many tannins because that's going to give it a richness that they don't want for champagne, which you want this length, and you just want this subtle cohesiveness of the wine. So they blend in from the white, the skinless, skin contact, no skin touch Pinot Noir, in with that. And there you go. So you got the red wine kind of in not the easiest way in the world to do it. It's something they only kind of do in Champagne, France, though anybody else can do it, but it's kind of, you're putting more effort into it. So there you go. And plus it's the second fermentation. Pinot Noir is they ferment it once and then they bottle it. After they blend it, they bottle it. And they put a little bit of yeast, a little bit of sugar in every bottle, put a temporary cap on it, turn it a quarter turn every 3 days for 2 years. The longer, the minimum is 18 months, a year and a half. So this is 6 months over that. And the longer you have it in that bottle, the more the bubbles get incorporated, because the fermentation process, eating the sugar up, does give up carbon. It does give the bottles, but it's got nowhere to go, so it goes back into the wine. And it also gives a creaminess because the yeast in there also adds that to the flavor. So after 2 years, so this is a legitimately nice champagne. Better than nice. Mum's a great champagne house. Go and have a sip. It's got great length. It's got crispness. It's got really nice fruits. Touch of brioche to it. A little bit of crusty bread. A little bit of vanilla. Great acidity. It's got length. It kind of goes on for a while, and then it kind of disappears in your mouth. It's Brut, which is a dry wine, but it's like of all the dry designations, it's the sweetest, which might sound weird, but that's what I'm saying. But it kind of disappears in your mouth a little bit, which is good champagne should do. It should hit your palate and then kind of disappear. A little bit different than a red wine, which will you have this length and it kind of get chewy and stuff. No, this champagne, you shouldn't be doing that with champagne. And this has this almost kind of a disappears. Not quite, because it's not that dry. The drier the wine, the quicker it'll evaporate on your palate. But it starts to do that. That's a really nice thing. Couldn't resist taking another sip. It's got a really balanced, really nice flavor to it. They did their GH Mum's been around since I think it's 1826. I mean, it's been around for a long, long time. I think it's going on its 200th anniversary in a couple of years. And their rosé wine is from 1952. So that's a good long time too. And they're kind of renowned for their rosés and their use of Pinot Noir, and which is my personal favorite. I've never turned down a champagne-based champagne, but I kind of prefer the Pinot Noir, Pinot Meunier thing. And Pinot Meunier's a grape you rarely see any other place other than Champagne, but it's in a lot of the wines. You just don't know it. So this is the way I like it, and at $25, half price champagne. That's the way I really like it. So there you are. Look for bargains. Wine shops are going to want to get you in the door. They're going to be looking for different ways to go. Oh, look at that price! We should buy that. Remember it was $45 last month, and now it's $20. We got to go and get that. So there you go. This is Domain Dave, cheapwinefighter.com. 3 times a week we write up a review of value-priced wine and half-price champagne. This is value-priced. And then we put it on the website, cheapwinefighter.com, and we plug in the microphone. And here we are right now, talking to you and about to say adios. Keep it cheap, bye-bye. I've got in a couple of days or so, I've got a Paso Robles Cabernet Sauvignon, inexpensive one. Back to inexpensive. So adios, keep it cheap, and have a nice holiday. Adios, bye-bye.